Are the Toronto Maple Leafs about to make the most controversial trade decision of the decade? After sending Mitch Marner packing to Vegas, the hockey world thought they'd seen enough drama from Toronto's front office. But hold on to your seats, folks, because a new trade proposal is making waves that could completely reshape this franchise's identity. Here's the trade that's got the hockey community buzzing with both excitement and disbelief. Heavy.com has floated a proposal that would see the Maple Leafs acquire Adrian Kempe from the Los Angeles Kings in exchange for Morgan Rielly. Yes, you heard that right. Toronto's longtime defensive cornerstone for LA's goal-scoring machine. Let's break down the numbers that make this deal so intriguing. The Maple Leafs would receive Adrian Kempe, carrying a manageable $5.5 million cap hit, while shipping out Morgan Rielly and his hefty $7.5 million price tag to the Kings. On paper, it's not just a hockey trade. It's a financial chess move that could give Toronto more flexibility moving forward. But here's where it gets really interesting. Kempe isn't just any player. He's a legitimate sniper who's been putting up elite numbers in Los Angeles. The 28-year-old Swedish winger just wrapped up a spectacular season with 35 goals and 73 points in 81 games. That's the kind of consistent offensive production that makes general managers lose sleep wondering how to acquire it. Standing 6'2" and weighing 200 pounds, Kempe brings that perfect combination of size and skill that every team craves. Drafted 29th overall by the Kings back in 2014, he's developed into exactly the type of player you want flanking a superstar like Austin Matthews. Imagine the chemistry those two could build. Matthews' elite playmaking ability feeding pucks to Kempe's lethal shot. The Maple Leafs' offensive struggles since trading Marner have been well documented, and this trade could be the solution they desperately need. While they've added pieces like Dakota Joshua and Matthias Maxelli, neither brings a high-end scoring punch that Kempe would provide. Look at Kempe's goal-scoring track record over the past 4 seasons. 35, 41, 28, and 35 goals respectively. That's the definition of consistency, and it's exactly what Toronto needs to complement their existing offensive core. Nick Kypreos of Sportsnet has already reported that the Maple Leafs are considering trading a defenseman for forward help, writing that given their blue line depth, they might look to flip a blue liner for a top 6 scorer. The timing couldn't be more perfect. Toronto's defense core is arguably in the best shape it's been in years, with young talent emerging and veteran leadership still present. Trading really wouldn't leave them defensively naked. It would actually provide them with the offensive firepower they've been desperately seeking. Don't think for a second that the Kings would be getting shortchanged in this deal. Morgan really brings something to Los Angeles that they've been missing: elite power play quarterbacking. The 31-year-old defenseman has been the engine of Toronto's man advantage for years, and his 173 career power play points speak volumes about his ability to run special teams. Here's a stat that should make Kings fans salivate. Los Angeles had the 6th worst power play in the NHL last season. That's simply unacceptable for a team with championship aspirations. Rielly could be the missing piece that transforms their power play from liability to weapon. In his most recent season, Rielly recorded 41 points in 82 games, with 14 of those coming on the power play. Over the past 4 seasons, he's consistently produced power play points at an elite level: 23, 17, 20, and 14 respectively. That's the kind of production that can turn a mediocre power play into a game-changing unit. The 6'1", 225-pound defenseman was drafted 5th overall by Toronto back in 2012, and his experience and leadership will be invaluable to a Kings team looking to take the next step. GM Ken Holland has already shown his commitment to improving the power play by signing Corey Perry, and adding Rielly would complete that transformation. But here's where things get complicated, and it's the elephant in the room that could derail this entire proposal. Adrian Kempe is in the final year of his current contract, and the negotiations for his extension are reportedly getting expensive, really expensive. According to David Pagnotta of the Fourth Period, Kempe is looking for around $10 million per season on his next deal. That's a massive jump from his current $5.5 million cap hit, and it raises serious questions about the long-term viability of this trade for Toronto. Ken Holland has been transparent about wanting to re-sign Kempe, stating that he's an important part of the team and believes Kempe wants to stay in Los Angeles. But at $10 million per season, the Kings might find themselves priced out of their own player. This contract situation creates both opportunity and risk for the Maple Leafs. If they can acquire Kempe and sign him to that extension, they'd have locked up a legitimate top-line winger for years to come. But if they trade away Rielly only to lose Kempe to free agency, it would be a catastrophic miscalculation. Despite the contract complications, this trade proposal represents exactly the kind of bold thinking that could propel the Maple Leafs back into championship contention. Sometimes you have to risk it all to get what you really need, and what Toronto really needs right now is goals. Kempe's combination of size, skill, and proven production makes him the perfect complement to Austin Matthews. Meanwhile, Rielly's power play expertise could transform the Kings into a legitimate playoff threat. It's the rare trade proposal where both teams could emerge as winners. The question isn't whether this trade makes hockey sense. It absolutely does. The question is whether both organizations have the courage to pull the trigger on a deal that could define their respective futures. What do you think about this blockbuster trade proposal? Would you be willing to see Morgan Rielly leave Toronto if it meant bringing Adrian Kempe's goal-scoring ability to the Maple Leafs? Drop your thoughts in the comment below, and let me know if you think this deal would make both teams better. And if you enjoyed this breakdown of what could be the trade of the decade, smash that like button, and make sure you're subscribed for all the latest hockey trade rumors and analysis.